eating like Jin from BTS for a week. We have to stop, please. We have to stop doing those YouTube videos. Stop doing YouTube videos like that. Welcome back, everybody. So today I wanted to do a unpopular opinion K-pop edition because there are some things that need to be said. And if you guys are wondering, she's wearing the same shirt from her other video, the Try Treats video. I'm trying to get these videos out the way. So I'm trying to film everything all in one. So, and to kind of get it over with so I can spend the next 2 to 3 days filming. I mean, editing, not filming. But yeah, today I'm gonna be doing some of these. If I get any new viewers that end up watching this, some of y'all are gonna be so mad because a lot of this stuff might sound problematic to sensitive people, but it's true. And again, it's my opinion. They're not facts, even though some of them kind of are facts, but I'm not going to name which ones. But in case I get any new people watching this video, don't get mad. This is just how I feel. If you don't feel like that, then cool. Anyway, so my first K-pop unpopular opinion: Aegyo is cringy. I don't care who's doing it. I don't care if you are Korean, and I feel like it's cringy, especially finding out from a friend that I had used to talk to from Korea. He said Aegyo that they show on social media of idols doing on interviews, all of that, that's not real Aegyo. And I remember Megan Bowen was saying that in one of her videos, that the Aegyo that we think is Aegyo, where they're just like, you know, that's not real Aegyo. That's what I found out. Again, some people might think that that is real Aegyo and there's no other real Aegyo, but I think Megan Bowen in one of her old videos, she was saying that Aegyo is basically just being cute naturally. Like, say you take a drink of your, say you're drinking coffee, it has a straw in it, and you miss the straw and you're on a date. Your boyfriend's gonna think that's probably cute. Depending on who he is, he's gonna think that's cute, that you just missed your mouth. That right there is considered Aegyo. That's what Aegyo is. Basically just being cute naturally. But the cutesiness that idols do and some Koreaboos do, that's not Aegyo. That's actually just very cringy. And again, I don't care who's doing it. I don't care if it's an idol doing it. I think it's cringy. I feel like it's so cringy to do Aegyo. If you're not cute naturally, you don't have Aegyo. Okay, here is my opinion on the word oppa. And I feel like I've had this conversation with my friends before. Me personally, if the man that you're dating, because some people take this out of hands and they just go and call any Asian dude oppa, like even if he's like Japanese or Chinese, and it's like, what are you doing? You know, a lot of international K-pop fans will do that, and those are called Koreaboos. Now, me personally, if you are dating a Korean man and he is a Korean man, not a Korean American man, and he's very cultured and he tells you it's okay to call him oppa, I don't see the problem with that. If he's okay with, because again, it's no different than calling your female Korean friend Nuna or Unni. It's no different. Nobody says how cringy that is, but I feel like since people made the word oppa cringy, they feel like nobody should be saying that if you're not Korean. And it's like, well, they can keep the same energy for Unni and Hyung and Nuna and all of that good stuff. So me personally, I do keep the same energy. However, I don't think that people should be using any of those terms if they're not speaking
Okay,
Korean.
now granted,
because calling somebody
I
oppa
did say
and
that
speaking English,
if you don't speak
like
it,
using the word oppa in
I mean,
English
if you're not
sentence,
speaking it, you shouldn't
so
be saying any of the
cringy to me.
terms. Granted, there are K-pop idols who do say it in English, like they'll speak English and then they'll say like oppa or ani in an English sentence, but the difference between them is they actually speak Korean. But it's like, if you don't speak Korean, like, at all, I don't feel like you should be using any of those terms, because it just sounds cringe when people are using Korean terms, or not Korean terms, but like just Korean words in English sentences, and can't even form a whole sentence. That's just how I feel on it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if I'm not, I don't want to explain no more.
And I think Megan Bowen had all, I'm referencing her a lot. I think Megan Bowen had also talked about that one time, once in a blue moon, in one of her videos, that if you're using it when you're speaking Korean and you know your boyfriend is okay with it and he's from Korea, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem, because I don't even see I don't see the problem when a girl is calling another a Korean girl unni. So that's just my take. Other than that, you shouldn't be calling, if you don't speak the language, you shouldn't be using it. Like, if you can't even say a word in a sentence in Korean while saying oppa, you shouldn't be saying it. If he's not Korean and he's Korean American, you shouldn't be saying it. If he never, I feel like if you're dating them too, like if you do end up dating a Korean dude, that's a conversation you need to have with him, because some Korean dudes don't care for you to call them oppa, and some Korean dudes want you to, because that's just they're just used to that. That's part of the culture. So I feel like if you're non-Korean dating a man from Korea, cultured and everything, that's a conversation that needs to be had in your relationship. Although, even if he does give you the go, I still don't feel like you should be using it if you do not know how to speak Korean, because using Korean words in English sentences has always been cringy to me. We gotta stop denying that we're not Koreaboos or have Asian fetishes when there's obviously an Asian fetish. I can't tell you how many people I've seen on YouTube, in real life, regardless if it's on social media or if it's in real life. I can't tell you how many people I met say and claim that they don't have an Asian fetish, and every single dude they date or try to, go on dates with are freaking Asian. I cannot tell you. Maybe this is not an unpopular opinion, because I feel like everybody thinks about this, but I wanted to put that in there. That cringes me when there's obviously an Asian fetish, or maybe you're a Koreaboo and it's very obvious. I hate when people deny that. And I know they're not going to ever deny it. They're going to always be in denial. Who wants to admit that? I get it. But it's like, if you got multiple people calling you out for that, you are a Koreaboo, or you do fantasize over Asian men. Now, dating an Asian man is not bad. I've been there, done that. But like, when it's like, now it seems like you have a type, because it's like every man that you're dating is Asian, or going on dates with is Asian, having relationships with is Asian, and you don't live in Korea. That right there is cringy. Because if you everywhere in this world and you don't live in Korea or Asia, and like, for y'all know what I'm getting at. If you have an Asian fetish, or if you're a Koreaboo, you're a Koreaboo. Okay, this one, I see this one all the time when somebody puts their opinion on the way somebody's singing or the way somebody's dancing. Not liking an idol, saying you don't like something about an idol or a group, it does not mean that the person's hating. I see this happen all the time on social media, where somebody doesn't like something about an idol, whether it be them singing, dancing, whatever. And somebody comments, oh, well, you're just jealous, or you're a hater, or you'll never be as successful as them. You guys, hating on a celebrity or an idol or whatever the case may be is so much worse than what I've seen people do. Some people will be like, you know what, I don't really like the way this person is dancing. I feel like like they look a little stiff, you know? They look a little bit stiff. Some people will literally have just commentary. It's not even hateful unless it's like, oh my god, this person looks bored or this person looks uninterested, just like what they were doing with Jenny. That's different. It's like, okay, like leave her alone. You guys don't understand. Maybe she's very worn out and tired. But like, I've seen some people put their genuine commentary. I've seen people put their genuine commentary on someone's, like the way they dance or the way they sing. And sometimes it's true. Like some idols aren't as good as their fellow group members. And the internet has like over millions of people on it. You're not gonna sit there and expect somebody not to put their opinion on someone lacking talent. And that's another thing. This wasn't planned to be in the video, but another unpopular opinion that I have is not all idols are talented. Not all idols are talented. Some are just there for decoration. I'm not gonna name any, but I got a couple in my head. If someone can't sing or rap, they shouldn't be in a group. Red Velvet has reached their peak. And what did I say? I think I said it was like 2016 to like 2018. They reached their peak and that peak is over. This is not really about idols. It's more about the fans, okay? So we gotta stop making those videos where it's like eating like Jin from BTS for a week. We have to stop, please. We have to stop doing those YouTube videos. Stop doing YouTube videos like that. Because I feel like people watching that, like young girls or boys, whoever is watching it, they're going to watch it and they're going to want to try it too. And eating the way these idols eat, a lot of them lose weight in the most unhealthy way. Somebody had actually tried to eat like Jackson and they ended up in the hospital. If I can find that picture, I'll probably put it on the side of me or something. But like, this goes to show like your body is not... Honestly, I don't even know how a lot of these idols eat this stuff and nothing happens to them. Even though sometimes things do happen to them, because I've seen idols faint on stage and stuff. But please stop eating like so-and-so for a week or for a day or for 3 days. Stop doing that. It's so, like, don't do that. Because then, like I said, you have young people doing it. You might have a couple of young people watching these videos and they're gonna try it too. And I feel like the way these idols eat are so dangerous. Stop eating like that. Stop it. Make another video about something else regarding K-pop. I like Pink Venom and I like the music video. I'm actually getting into XG. Like, I'm really getting into them. But there's one person whose voice stands out for me and I have to get used to it, and it's Harvey. Isn't that her name, Harvey? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I think it's Harvey. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I'm trying to learn. I'm still learning everybody's names. I still don't know who's who. I'm still in the process of learning people's names, how to pronounce them, all of that. But the one that looks like Becky, a mixture of Becky G and Camila Cabello, her voice is very, very, very different. To me, it doesn't fit in the group. I have to get used to it. It's something I can get used to though, but it just doesn't, like, I'll listen to the songs and then all of a sudden she starts singing and it just kind of like throws me off. Like, you know, half the groups that are huge now would have never been huge back in like second gen. I feel like a lot of fans these days, or maybe it's because K-pop is so trendy, so there's more international K-pop fans, but a lot of fans these days support groups so much better than second gen. I started getting into K-pop in like 2010, so I was more of the second gen, somewhat first gen fan. And I remember noticing a lot of groups wouldn't get a lot of attention. There would be like a couple of really, really big names, and then there would be a lot of groups that would start off and it would take them years to really get that attention. Like when Girls' Day first came out, they were not getting the attention that they got when their song Something came out. When their song Something came out, that's when they started getting that attention. But before, when Girls' Day first came out, nobody was giving attention to them. Now, if Girls' Day was to be in the 4th gen, they probably would have gotten attention so fast, because a lot of new groups come out and they get attention so fast. But back then, they wouldn't get attention so fast like that. Or they would get no attention and they would just disband. Like, there was so many groups I ended up falling in love with just to find out that they ended up disbanding or their activities are very slow. Okay, YG family is not even YG family anymore to me. They're all just like co-workers. If you go back to 1st and 2nd gen of YG, they did so many collaborations. They did YG family albums. They don't do that no more. And like, YG was more predominantly a hip hop label. Like, almost every song that an artist had came out with was hip hop or R&B. Now it's like more pop, right? But there's not as many interactions as there was in the 1st and 2nd gen of YG family. Like, YG family always, and I feel like maybe it might be the fans' fault, because you have a girl and a guy interact, everybody's gonna start shipping them, and then there's gonna be rumors that they're dating, and it's kind of gonna affect them promoting. It's too much. So I don't know if YG kind of stopped the collaborations, but I remember the Big Bang, the 21 feature the song was called Lollipop. Like, you don't see groups in YG doing that no more. You do not see groups, or like they would share the stage with them. I don't know if YG members, like, I don't even want to call them the YG family anymore, because like I said, they come off as more of co-workers. Like Blackpink, when Icon was around, Winner, they all come off as kind of co-workers to me now. So I don't even call them YG family anymore. But like, I don't know if they had on, I might have to look that up. I don't know if the 3rd gen of YG, the 3rd and somewhat 4th gen of YG had stage interactions, like the females with the guys. But I remember 21 and Big Bang also had stage interactions too, just as well as collaborations, making music videos, all of that. And then going back to like 1st generation, if you know anything about 1st generation, you would see YG family when G-Dragon was little, and then when Taeyong was little, and it would be all the YG artists doing a song together. And or like, I remember it was like Lexi and Teddy Park that was collaborating together. It was like Lexi and Seven collaborating, 21 CL and G-Dragon collaborating. So many people, Park Bomb collaborating with G-Dragon and Top. There were so many artists in YG that just used to, like, they really were a family, because I remember growing up and thinking, like, does YG collaborate with anybody outside of YG? They collaborate with everybody in YG except for people outside of YG. And it was really because they were really that YG family. But now we don't see that anymore. So I feel like YG family isn't really YG family. I feel like it's just YG entertainment. That's it. The double standard. My friend had brought this up. Some of my friends gave me some ideas on what to say, by the way, too. I always like to shout them out in my videos. But my friend brought this up and I honestly forgot, but I agree with it. So I'm like, I'm putting that in the video because I honestly hate this. You guys need to stop having double standards when it comes to an idol showing off their sex appeal. Like, when a female shows off their sex appeal, it's a problem. But when a guy does it, it's like, oh my God, he's so sexy. Oh my God, he's so disrespectful. Oh my God, I feel like I just gotten pregnant just by looking at this. And it's like, y'all, but once y'all see a female idol do it, it's a problem. God forbid a female idol is in her bra and acting sexy, crawling on the ground and acting sexy. But you can literally have these men grinding on the ground, taking their shirt off, doing hip thrusts. But when a female K-pop artist does it, it's a problem. And I'm not saying this because I'm biased over him. This is actually true. But Dean is the only K hip hop and R&B artist who's gave credit to black artists.
지금까지 이어져 오고 있는 것 같아요. 제 음악에 이게 모든 뿌리가 되는 게 이제 미국 음악이나 이런 흑인 음악 R&B 뭐 이쪽이거든요. 그러다 보니까 그 미국 현지에서 어떤 반응을 보일지도 굉장히 저 스스로 궁금했고 한번 도전을 해보자라는 마음에서 시작을 하게 된 것 같아요. 그냥 제가 하고 있는 음악은 흑인 음악이에요. 흑인 음악인데 흑인 음악을 뿌리로 그냥 되게 여러 가지 장르들을 갖고 있는 얼터네이티브한 R&B인데 최애곡 21인 것 같아요. 21이라는 곡은 되게 흑인 음악스럽기도 하고 펑키하기도 하고
I don't think another Korean artist has ever done that. And if they did, I might be wrong, but I've only seen Dean do it. Second generation and first generation of K-pop has the most iconic songs. But that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe my next video might be another K-pop related video. I don't know. But yeah. See you guys soon. Bye.